Good evening, passengers and crew, and anyone else who might be aboard the Dreadland Express. Welcome to Blood from a Stone, a tale of love and dread in RPG. My name is Philip, and I am your Dread Master for the evening, and ensconcing me proper are our wonderful players. Say, good evening, players.
Good evening,
players.
Of late, just to jump in at the end, of late I've been saying, say all aboard players, but I decided to go with good evening. My friends, right now the dread clock sits or stands, depending on which verb you like to use, at 3. Isn't it interesting that sits and stands can mean the same thing? Mm-hmm. The English language is so interesting.
Do you like linguistics, Philip?
Yes, I actually do, guys. In case
No,
you
I
haven't
know you
noticed,
do.
I'm a big fan of linguistics. I'm not even going to make a joke about cunning. I'm just going to say I really genuinely do like linguistics. I think it's cool. I'm going to bring up another one. Because we've been doing a lot of like we were talking about serial commas multiple times this past week. Mm-hmm. But there's a special kind of word called a contronym. Do you guys know about contronym?
Tell us.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
The same word that can have two different and opposite meanings.
That is exactly correct. It is not only they have two meanings, it's that they can literally mean the opposite. Well, literally sort of is a contronym, but it's more that a figurative usage of it has led to. I guess it is a contronym, the figurative way people use it. That's interesting. Literally is a contronym. Also known as Janus words. There's a lot of fun ones. But cleave is a really fun one because you can say that we're cleaving this, but also we're so basically, cleave can mean split or cling to. Sanction.
Do more. I want more.
Sanction means we are punishing you for something or we're endorsing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oversight.
Oversight. I got lazy.
Oversight can mean something we've overlooked or that we're looking at things from over. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, who doesn't like, or fast can mean something is tightly held and not moving, as in fasten. Like we held fast, but it also means you're going with great speed. So the point is,
give is a contronym, isn't it?
What is?
Give is a contronym? Well, not really. They're not opposite things, but to give is to give way, or to give.
I don't know if that would be considered.
That's not necessarily a contronym, is it? Because that's not opposite enough.
It's still giving something.
Bolt. Yeah. Bolt means you fasten something to something or you run really quickly away from it. Bound can mean you tie down or jump. It's interesting, guys.
Hey guys, this channel is no longer D&D or TTRPGs. It is language.
It's called words.
Wait, Zane. Oh my god, you need to make a new Instagram called Zane Words to go with Zane's trees and Zane's swords. Just realized. But yeah, contronyms. Bolt is also the name of a dog. Thank you, Sophia, for reminding me of that classic animated Disney film with the voice of John Travolta.
What a weird time.
Our neighbor has a dog named Bolt that we saw this evening.
And it wears a collar that lights up. It's very cute. And safe.
Dust is also a contronym. It can mean that you're getting rid of dust or putting dust on a thing. So, I'm drinking my Anastasia here, guys. Which Liv is not here tonight, but she named it that. But it's really just pretty delightful. So, my friends, I'm so excited to have you all here for this game tonight. We ended on a real crazy note last time, a real propulsive note, but I don't know if you guys remembered it. It was that after being discouraged for a long time by Claudius Tiger, Raven Man showed up once he punched Preston and had a very different option. In previous sessions, we'll do a bit of a recap here. of Blood from a Stone, everyone who is aboard the Dreadland Express after a sort of after a seance that did not go as intended, and the Dreadland Express wound up stopping something that, amidst all the other horrors that appear aboard this train, stoppages and being off schedule is actually something they really do apologize for and take very seriously. Medina was nearly slain during that stoppage by an errant ghost of Jason. The boxer did manage to rescue her, but she has lost her sword, and it is likely that the Spectre Jason now has it, which could make things be bad to worse. In other news, Reginald Smuggles, present tonight, and, I'm forgetting, Astrid St. James, not here. Astrid has now gone back to the sort of like lower class cabins. The two of them have been possessed by ghosts who are sort of dormant in them, despite having been nearly cleared out. Preston Bullock, he's just kind of riding. He's just kind of like, just taking it one day at a time. Everett Plantain, in his cutoffs, is sort of doing likewise. Rawlings and Zeke are present in the room, but they are actually, they're both present. They just won't be here tonight. So Astrid is off on her own. Rawlings and Zeke perhaps will keep with the group, or maybe they'll sort of be left behind, as the case may be. In any case, another passenger on this train is the so-called Great Detective, a small kind of puppet-like, but Henson feature quality puppet, creature who keeps changing suddenly, alternating between various different sort of pastiches of detective archetypes. So far, we have met number 1. I have them all. Hold on, I have to go to the other page of the list. We have met Form 1, Morecastle Clark, a furry little monsterling who sort of uses deduction, and wears a deerstalker hat. We have met Monsieur Palm, a fastidious, scaly goblin with big mustaches. Miss Penelope Berrycloth, a sort of more smooth, dolphin-like golfin. She has a hat with a flower, very slappy squirrel. We have met Nick Heron. He is a goblin in a sort of like fedora and trench coat. And he just solves mysteries apparently by getting punched, is how he explained it. We've met Diana Dare. She is also a little monsterling furry, has bangs and a sweater. She's a teen girl detective. We have met Claudius Tiger, who is a slightly larger monsterling with big horns, who's very rotund and likes to sit in a chair, although Preston does apparently have the physicality to lift him when required. And we have also, of course, met Raven Man, a gravelly-voiced goblin in a cape and cowl, who is here to get vengeance, who is the knight. And we also have learned that if Raven Man says 3 words, those 3 words stand for "you are arrested." That was requested at some point, so there we go. So, a murder was committed aboard the train. A murder that this great detective has suggested may be connected to other murders, including the death of Zeke, who has been restored to life through Dracula's sort of power, in a way that was not what Dracula intended. She and Rawlings actually were both dead and were both brought here. And the detective says those deaths were connected. Whether or not we believe the detective is another matter, as the great detective is somewhat suspicious, given many frequent personality changes and braggadocious claims. But another murder occurred on the train, that of the conductor, the undead conductor, who perhaps was not killed so much as unalived, and is now a dormant corpse once again, with a knife sticking out of it, with a sort of, that was made a clicking sound. The group realized was something in his pocket, his little ticket clicker. Everett managed to obtain that ticket clicker and some pages from his jacket, and as they sort of fell helpfully into Everett's boot. Because that was a thing that happened, if you recall. You rolled a 12 on luck, and I said, let's roll with that.
Yeah, baby.
So, with this conductor's death throwing things for a loop, the great detective has said this death was not connected, or at least the great detective is not sure if that death was connected. We also determined that, so yeah, the knife, which was probably grabbed from the bar, I think you guys deduced that, was probably not what killed this creature, but then what did? what could have happened. Medina was very interested in finding out if there are any living creatures among the crew of this train. For so far, we have only seen undead stewards, an undead grinning bartender, this undead conductor who is now dead, or unundead. And you did see one, there was a human who was a spirit medium, but you weren't sure if that was like a crew member or just, you know, the way like a resort might have like a masseuse there or something who's not paid by the, it might just be kind of like an on-call person. So, as you said, let's go do this, Claudius Tiger didn't want you to, but then Raven Man said, yes, let's do it. You do know that going into the sort of crew-only areas can be dangerous, but Medina, probably, at this point. What's danger to a Medina? So,
Everything.
So with that in mind, am I forgetting anything for our recap here? Sorry if we're...
Nope.
If I am, we will remember it and recapitulate it together. So with that in mind, I will now read. This one's a little longer than they've been for a while, but I needed to get through. To the part we want it to be. I will now read the invocation for chapter 128 of Blood from a Stone, A Tale of Love and Dread in RPG. It's going to be hard for me to not sing this, but I'm just going to try to say it. L.A. proved too much for the man. Too much for the man. He couldn't make it. So he's leaving the life he's come to know. He said he's going back to find what's left of his world, the world he left behind not so long ago. He's leaving. On that midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on a midnight train. Said he's going back to find. To a simpler place in time, and when he takes that ride, oh yes he is, guess who's gonna sit right by his side? You know what, I have to go a little further. I really do. And I'll be with him. I know you will. On that midnight train to Georgia, leaving on a midnight train to Georgia. I'd rather live in his world, than live without him in mine. World. It's his and hers alone. Okay. So, my friends. Guys, please. Thanks for the indulgence of that. Also, what a good song. Come on.
Also, we have no choice.
Yeah, but I can still thank you for...
We have to listen to you.
God, what a good setup I have here.
You can just do this.
That's true.
I think it's almost worse if you thank us, because we can't leave, so...
Thank you so much for letting me do that, guys.
He says, having strapped us to a chair.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go to the part where the pips say superstar, but he didn't get far. That's such a good part.
Well, you just did.
I know, but I didn't get to do it as part of the invocation. I just said it separately. Oh my god, what a good song. Have you guys sensed a pattern to what all these invocations are? It's pretty easy. They're all about fucking trains. So, let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Just songs about trains. Last week was I think I can.
That's really good.
Alrighty, so friends. Raven Man, and I'm gonna say that for the four of you, and also the Boxster and Rawlings and Zeke, whatever, fine. But the four of you standing there, Raven Man runs with his cape billowing out behind him, and you guys are like watching from behind, and he runs out of the dining car. And we'll say there's like, as the door opens, whatever light is shining down, it looks just like the end of The Dark Knight. Like the last shot of The Dark Knight is Batman, like, you know, rushes up into the thing. So it's like, and you are hearing some real Hans Zimmer-esque, like, boom, boom, as Raven Man's running. Raven Man has said, I am going to go find the crew of this train. I want to know.
Medina will turn to the group and say, "That was exactly like the end of The Dark Knight."
What?
It's
Not sure I'm familiar.
never mind. It's obscure.
Is it a romance?
No. Well, no. It was more in the comics, but they didn't really carry that out. It's a long story. Never mind.
Bum.
And in the animated series, but maybe one day we'll talk about it. But anyway.
You're really coming out of your shell, Medina. I really appreciate that about you.
Thanks.
So we're just gonna like let him run off and do whatever on the train.
Well, do you want to stop him?
No, but I mean, like maybe we should follow him and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, Medina, not that I want you to go to the area where they've said is restricted, but like I thought your whole thing was we need to go up there and look and ask. But if we just want to let the detective do it, that's fine by me, certainly.
Well, is there any kind of like communication between the carts or something? And Medina will look around to see if there's like.
Oh, you have seen some like phones that are sort of like they're probably like wall inset phones.
Is the bartender still there?
The bartender did return. The bartender went and got. Oh, I didn't mention that Director Vertebral actually did come in, who was a like skeleton who was talking to you last time. So the the bartender is back.
So Medina will go to those on the wall and say, "Are these to communicate with other cabins?"
Just holds out a glass of champagne for you.
Thank you. Are these yes? No?
That might be a yes.
Okay.
I don't think he's capable of doing anything.
So the
except serve
phone
drinks.
is like there's like a little like like you open like a little glass door to get to the phone. It's instead if you open that up, you do notice, Medina, no roll required, that there is a little plaque that says crew use only.
Do you talk?
The bartender sort of like maybe like pulls down the neck to reveal that the throat is completely gone.
Oof.
Amazing.
Awkward.
Okay.
There's nothing but a like jaggedly cut sort of, spine connecting the neck and this head.
Well, in that case, I think he can't use it, so you might as well just try.
Okay, well, I'm also concerned about the amount of ghosts that are present on this train. So if you want to try it, you can, because I don't want something to come out. I don't know. Weird things are happening.
Okay,
Who's gonna try it?
I'll do it.
Be careful.
Everett, so brave.
Careful's my middle name.
I thought you're okay.
It's truly not my middle name. I thought it was a good moment to use that little quip there.
I understood the meaning of it, Everett. Don't worry.
It seemed well timed, Everett. Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Bartender,
Or
while they're
also
doing that,
kind.
can I get a refill on my bourbon, please?
Refill this man's bourbon.
Medina's sipping on her champagne. Oh boy.
Thank you kindly.
Interesting watching him work so quietly.
I don't think he has much of a choice.
Well, you can read and write, right?
I don't think he has any capacity to do anything except serve drinks.
Cocktailing is pretty complicated. And can she look around for like a pen and paper or something?
Make a
there
luck
anything?
roll for that, actually.
Fuck.
It's just a
By
D13.
the way, my D13 is in my beautiful little cage from Towers and Trinkets.
Ooh.
Yep.
Not sponsored, by the way. Zane just got it for me, and I love it.
Non-spawn con?
That's a
Non-spawn.
9.
I will say with a 9, you are able to find a pen and a pad of paper rather easily.
So she'll take it to him and say, "Do you know of any living crew members here?" And she'll hand him the pad and paper.
Hold on, I'll do it like this.
Oh no. Oh.
The silence is broken by the most, like, terrible, like, scratch, like, nails on a chalkboard, just like... As he stares down with his horrible smile. And writes for a few moments, but then takes the paper up with a flourish and hands it to you. God, maybe I should write it for a dramatic effect. I actually don't have paper too handy. What it says is engineer.
Thank you.
He starts writing something else. And he hands it to Medina.
What does it say?
It says, you will die at 6 p.m.
What time is it?
It's like, still the thing, it's probably like 2 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Well, he says you will die at 6 p.m. And then he pulls out a small dread coin and, like, sets it down.
More?
Would you make anyone could make a read person or psychology roll if they'd like.
Okay.
Read person is under will, psychology is under intellect.
64. So that makes it for read person and
64 for you for read person. I think that is
think
read
it's better
person
for
you've expanded, so
analyze.
it is within your gauge. You're on the tracks with a 64.
okay.
You at first you're like, is this a threat? But the way he's putting the money down and, like, saying that, you think it's a wager.
Ooh.
Oh.
Are we all seeing this, or are we just like?
I think you all did. Did anybody else roll within their gauge on that will?
I did.
I'll say that Everett, you also pick up the way he, he was not threatening her with that. It was kind of a I bet you die around 6.
Do you need to know what we rolled, or just if we got it?
Well, I suppose, what did you roll? Was it a cool number?
39.
Yeah, it was a cool number. Thank you so much. So go ahead and please roll a d20 until you get something 13 or under, please.
Fuck you, Moses.
I rolled a 38, so I came dangerously close.
Well, you're still in my good graces.
For now.
I'm sorry, that was fun.
Do you need to know what we rolled? It depends.
I was like, oh, this is a multiple. Like, does it matter? Do we need to know?
In this case, I need to know.
I got a 13.
No, fuck off.
Oh, no.
Did you?
Yeah. Fuck you,
roll a
Lauren.
13. And Reginald, as you're sort of trying to get a read on him. Oh, I know what happens. This is very simple. Reginald, you know there is a ghost within you.
Yeah.
And you have a fair bit of dread coin on you. You are paying so much attention to this exchange and trying to work out what's going on. You're not fully aware of your sub-processes. You're not aware of your right hand taking the pen and writing the current time and pulling a dread coin out of your own pocket and setting it down.
Oh, I'm making a bet.
And you have bet that Medina is going to die right now. So Reginald, if you will please roll for me an unarmed combat as the horror surges in the form of you swinging a punch with just like your right hand as you're doing this. You're just like, oh, how strange, and kind of like Medina, you notice it. Preston and Everett, you guys probably see he's like doing something, but he sort of sets a thing down, does it, and the Medina, all you notice is the bartender who you're looking at. You've kind of now realized what the bartender's doing with this note, but then the bartender kind of goes, and the smile looks more forced. Reginald, what have you rolled?
I didn't roll yet.
Okay, so go ahead and make your. Hey, you know what, Reginald?
Yes.
I'm gonna spend a little of the ghost power here. Hold on.
What does that mean?
Means we are expanding your gauge by 8. So go ahead and make your roll.
Okay. Ooh.
How'd we do?
Yeah, 48.
A 48. So that's a really good. So with an expanded gauge, so basically Reginald just like, and like Reginald, you aren't even aware of it until your fist has thrown down. You like hear a dread coin landing on you hear this dread coin like landing on the countertop, and before you know it, you feel your whole body is just whooshing. And Medina, you see this like, you hear like servos turning. You see this punch coming towards you. Medina, I need you to make 2 rolls for me.
Okay.
The first roll is going to be one of your own, and it is going to be a dodge roll.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I feel like such a dick now. I feel like such a dick.
No, the ghost.
A 15.
A 15, which I'm sorry to say is outside of your gauge. You do not move quick enough. You are sort of like, you're under power. You're running out of steam. You are lower than your gauge. So as you're moving, Medina, could you now please roll a D13 on behalf of your friend and protector, the boxer?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. She's good. She's good.
A 6.
A 6. I'm gonna say a 6 is enough for the boxer to at least, like, you know, shift the punch a fair bit. Reginald comes in swinging with the serve thing. The boxer, like, from the other side is just able to be like, oh, and kind of just, like, diverts the punch enough. Medina, you are going to take... Are you already down some power because of your fall and such?
Yeah.
Okay. You are going to lose 2 more power. Because the force of the blow, the boxer is kind of blocking it back. It's almost more like like you're getting like jostled by the boxer, and you know, strike yourself on something, and the bartender's just watching this like, and he kind of looks at you and gives you this almost like encouraging smile, like, come on, you can live 4 more hours. Reginald.
Yes.
You hear Sibelia saying, "Oh, I am so ready to get my physical hands that are our hands, on some more wonderful dread coins. I love the prospect of this. Let's punch her head off. Oh no, this guy's in our way. Let's see how good a boxer you are. I can tell you have a body that can move.
Now listen here, Ghost. We are a distinguished gentleman. We do not go hitting ladies.
Oh, well, we do when there's money on the line.
No.
Reginald, I would like for you... This could actually be pretty funny. Reginald, would you please make... I'm going to give you your choice of how you want to do this. You could try to intimidate the ghost that's within you, or you could try to simply persuade... You know, to kind of like to sort of your persuade has a wider gauge, so you could try to persuade her to, you know, like not try to kill Medina, or you could try to intimidate it out of her. But
Charm her.
I think in this case, charm often doesn't work when you're like in a more direct confrontation, even though it's a mental one. I would say let's do a
I'm going to go persuade.
Persuade, great.
Reginald uses words.
Okay.
His fists are his last resort.
I love it.
And never the lady. Never. He's probably devastated inside.
All right. So as you try to talk her out of it. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I got a 39.
39 again. I love it. All right. Please roll another D20.
Wait. Oh.
I'm not going to get it. Don't worry.
D20 or D13?
He has to roll a D20 because he doesn't have a D13, so he rolls D20 until it's 13 or lower.
Lauren.
13.
I got a 12.
Thank God.
So close.
Very close. Had you rolled a 13 there, some fun stuff would have happened. All right, so. And let me look at your gauge again. You said you have a 39, which is pretty darn close. Okay, a 39 on persuade for you is a good result. You're pretty, you're kind of right in the middle of your gauge basically. You're a little more than halfway out. So the good news for you is that you seem to be like you can feel like your servos, as you're kind of saying, like, this is not what we do. And she's like, oh, but come on. Let's have some fun. I'm so excited to experience all the wonders that this body can show me. And she's saying that.
Yes. You'll be fine, Medina. You'll be fine.
So Medina, here's what happens. So basically, and I'm gonna say because so the order of operations is a scary bartender says, Medina, you're gonna die in 4 hours. A horrible ghost inside Reginald's like, I'll take that bet and win it. Throws down Dreadcoin and tries to kill you with a robot punch. The boxer blocks the punch but kind of knocks you back and injures you. Kind of, it hurts your already sort of damaged stuff. Reginald pauses for a moment as he has an internal conversation in his mind. And though Reginald is a boxer and is like a trained pugilist, Reginald, please roll a resist injury.
Where's that?
That is under your vitality. You actually have a pretty big gauge on this.
54.
54. Okay, so you'll have a full... Okay. So, Reginald, you're there being like, in your mind, you're like, we simply don't do this. And then, if anybody has seen the movie Snatch, we're just going to reference movies today, Reginald suddenly, like, goes parallel to the ground as the boxer hits him with this haymaker, this layout haymaker, just like right to the face. And in fact, so Reginald, because your resist injury is high, you can kind of, you're gonna roll with this punch. You just kind of like go. He's like floating backwards, and just is gonna sort of slam onto the ground. Reginald, you do take 6 points. You're gonna have to lose 6 of your power from this punch. But I'm also going to say that in response to this punch, a good bit of your synthetic flesh is ripped off of part of your face. So now some metal is seen on like the part of you there. Although he also gets some of your existing flesh. So you've both exposed metal and you're like bleeding.
Quite a good punch. Quite a good punch, good boy.
I'll even say it at this moment, you're just like, you're so like, you'll be down for a round or two, you've kind of been, and he's like moving in to do this. But if you want to try to, you can say quite a good punch, but if you want to try to convey that was not your doing or something, you could attempt to sort of say something like that as he's just like moving into like, like he's getting into a stance where he's going to do some more back alley boxing where he's going to like straddle you and just start,
Yeah, I want to persuade the boxer.
Okay, go ahead and roll a persuade roll that you're in control.
Got a 38.
38 for your persuade. Okay, so you're within. You're not in your happy. Okay, so basically it's also a little lower, so this makes sense because you're probably like spitting out some blood and maybe like a spring out of your mouth, like a spring and a couple washers as you're sort of like saying like, that wasn't me, sorry, didn't, et cetera, et cetera. I will say that the boxer is towering over you, fists ready to go, but is not moving on to you. And he's like, Medina, you okay?
Yeah, just hit my arm.
Oh, sorry. Hey, what the hell, man? I thought you were cool.
Oh, forgive me. The ghost inside me, I had no control over my hand.
Oh. Wait, what? What is he talking about?
Was the boxer not? Oh, the boxer wasn't there, huh?
The boxer's there. The boxer just...
Well, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there during the seance.
He was not there during the seance. That's right. Yes.
Oh, I thought we knew.
Yeah, but he doesn't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't listen to men.
He doesn't listen. Period.
We went to the seance and he like had a ghost go inside of him and...
Right, it's still in there too.
Yeah, it was like... This is very weird.
Well, yeah, it's not cool if your ghost is punching people. Why is your ghost trying to punch Medina?
No, the ghost is not completely under my control. We share this body, and
yeah, but why?
It was a wager.
She wanted the money.
What money? Oh, that money?
They're betting that I'm gonna die before or after 6. So the ghost was trying to make sure that happened when she guessed, which is a couple minutes ago.
All right, sorry, Reginald. We'll get up. I gotta rock'em sock you robots here, buddy. I can't let you around if you're gonna be trying to get Medina until 6. The bartender goes.
Actually, it's not technically. It's betting that she'll die at 6 exactly, and also your arm looks like it bet that she would die right then exactly. So I think you've already lost the bet.
The bartender kind of nods and then looks at Medina like.
Did the letters say 6? Did it say just 6? Like, was there a date?
It just said 6 p.m.
Well, I mean, it didn't say whether or not it was today. I mean, it could be 6 p.m. in 20 years. I mean, Medina, you have a long time. I mean, I don't
think it was a prediction in the prophetic sense. Rather, it was a prediction in the I'm betting on this is the time you're gonna get killed sense.
Is it that whoever's closest wins? The boxer asks the bartender, who goes. And then the boxer, with speed that only Reginald can fathom, just like the bartender's head just crumples as the boxer, and like the head like falls off and rolls, and the body kind of stands for a moment and kind of goes, and then topples over.
Well, who's making our drinks now?
Looks like an open bar to me.
I like the way you think.
So do I. Thank you very much.
I could definitely use a drink.
You don't get up. You're staying there.
What would you like, Reginald?
Yeah, just whatever you're drinking, Preston. Something strong.
I just hand him my bourbon and I go to fix myself another one.
I threw my hand at a lady. I'm not quite mad at myself. Quite mad.
Yeah, well, you'll understand if I never want to talk to you again.
Yeah, Medina, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Yeah. This train isn't. I thought this train was safe. This train's not safe.
I reach behind the bar and fill back up the champagne glass that Medina's holding.
Sure.
Well, I'm sure it like fell on the floor or something. So.
Yeah, you can just grab her, dude.
I had you a new one then.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so if you want to grab that one.
He looks at Medina and he's like, "You are harder to keep alive than like a baby."
I'm literally doing my best to stay alive. I'm not even getting in trouble. I'm trying not to fight with people.
Yeah. All
In
right.
the lady's defense, we are on a murder train.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a murder train. I thought it was a safe train.
Right, I think that's kind of what we all assumed. But
All right,
in
Medina.
hindsight, maybe the train full of undead people, we shouldn't have assumed it was safe.
We're getting off at the next stop, Medina. We're out of
Yeah.
here.
When is the next stop?
I don't know. We could ask the conductor. Oh wait, he's dead.
Is it before or after 6?
Couldn't tell you.
And does anyone else know about this bed?
This what?
Aside from...
This
The
wager
bet?
we just made
I think that was just
between
something
the
bartender
ghost
could've
in
done.
there and this. The boxer picks up the wager and he picks up the sheet that the thing made and starts tearing it up.
We did. The bartender did say it knew the engineer was a human or alive.
I think we should talk to him. I mean, he's probably got something good to say.
Is there a reason to call him into this cart?
Can we go find him?
Well, I personally don't know if I want to go anywhere else.
Well, I'll call him with the thing.
I mean, this room hasn't exactly proven to be safe itself.
Well, I don't think any room is really safe on this train.
Right, it is a murder train after all.
It's a murder
Quite a
train.
dangerous train. Quite a dangerous chain.
Wait, Reginald, Preston, did you guys know that this was a murder train before y'all got on?
No, I did not, ma'am.
Okay.
I knew it was a spooky train.
Right, I mean, I figured that when the undead crawled their way out of the boarding ramp.
I thought it was gonna be like a hocus pocus train, not a hostile train.
Right.
I think it was a saw train.
Thought it was just some good spooky fun. But
I was thinking more like Harry Potter train versus like Orient Express times 10 train.
Okay, well, Frank, what do you think?
The boxer's just like looking at the Reginald still. And...
The boxer.
What?
I told you I'm calling you Frank. It feels weird to call you the boxer.
Okay, well, I don't know that you're talking to me when you say Frank. You could like that guy could be Frank. He points at
Okay,
Preston.
you are Frank.
He points at Reginald. That guy could be Frank.
Is there
for all I
another
know.
name that you?
I'm not Frank.
You know, okay. Your punch could have taken her head off. You know that. You got robot in there.
Okay.
It was not me. It wasn't me. But
it was you.
it technically was
It
not.
was your body.
Yes, I share my body with a ghost.
Yeah, so it was your body.
Oh, this is bad.
Any other day, that would sound really fun. But, I mean, seeing as to what just happened, I don't think I want to try that now.
You're just making that decision? Or
God, Everett, you're fucking.
Well, yeah. I make decisions with evidence.
right.
Boxer Frank. Frank Boxer. Frank Boxer. That's your full name now. Anyway.
Hey, Medina.
What?
I'm doing everything I can to be alive, but don't try to put a name on me. You understand?
Can I do a read person?
Yes.
Or is she picking up the vibes?
If you're picking up the vibes, go ahead and yeah.
Okay, fine. Do
Do
you
you
think
prefer...
we sh-
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, do you think we should leave this cart?
I don't know. I don't trust
Find the
this one.
engineer.
Even though I guess technically now it lost the wager. Oh, the wager. Which coin came from this bartender?
She'll point to the one on the bar.
He picks up the coin from the bartender. He kind of like pushes Medina behind him and then like goes behind the bar like with Medina and he slips the dread coin into the pocket of the bartender's body.
Nice.
And he says, and this one is the bet you made and it was lost? He says to Reginald.
I suppose so. The hand did it all on its own.
He picks up that coin and says, well, you lost this. And he goes to a window and he throws the coin out the window.
Medina will look at him in earnest and say, thanks again. I know you have to, but I can still say thank you.
Yeah, but you... Oh, my God.
Can I
I
ask,
literally did nothing to cause this.
is
Well-
there like a thing going on between you two?
I was
or
gonna
do
say,
you
like,
know what's going
Before
on
you
here?
get married, let's check out the other train car.
No, the problem, Medina, is that you have a face that people look at and want to murder.
Okay, way to assign me as a victim. Like, just before anything, are you kidding me?
How many people have tried to murder you?
All right,
That's
not a
not my
thing. Got
problem.
it.
That's their problem.
God. Maybe you can just smile a little bit sometimes?
Oh my God,
Prettier if
I've
you
heard of
smiled
this.
anyway.
This is like, they call it nagging, and it's so the man can put down the woman to make her feel insecure and like he has higher value.
No.
This is happening right now in front of us.
I think I
Don't
read that in a
fall
book
for it.
somewhere.
Yeah, don't fall for it, Medina.
I'm not.
There's definitely something going on here.
Oh my
There,
God.
not
I wi-
romance.
I whispered that to Everett.
Oh, okay.
She's so
Clearly.
mean.
Genuinely? Okay, genuinely, Boxer, if you think smiling and being nice will keep me alive, then fine. I'll be super nice.
Oh my
And
God,
I'll
stop. I
be
hate
super
this.
sweet.
I hate this. Cut it out. Okay, never mind. Just go back to being mean. Oh, that was
Okay.
horrible.
Well,
Can I
there
ask-
you go.
That's the
What
worst
the
thing I ever
deal
saw.
is with you two? Like, why is he protecting you in the
I
first
gotta
place?
like-
save her so her boyfriend doesn't kill me.
Your boyfriend?
It's complicated, okay?
He's got a mustache.
Well, I can
He-
tell that.
He fucks like a jackhammer. That's how he
Yeah,
described it.
I
to me.
wouldn't know that. Nothing has happened.
Is it a good mustache?
Just to be, it's a great mustache.
It's like,
Well, that's good.
Okay,
Good for you.
anyway, he's my bodyguard. We'll just leave it at that. Right?
Right.
Everett, you were there.
Well,
yeah, I'm your bodyguard. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you prefer boxer or the boxer?
Either one's fine. I kind of like the boxer. To remind people like you that I'm the boxer, he says to Reginald, still on the ground. So
Reginald,
don't let your ghost try to punch her anymore.
I don't think he has much control over it, unfortunately.
Well, then I have to kill him. And he rolls
Well-
up his sleeves and prepares to.
Don't kill him. Ask your ghost. She's already lost, right?
yes.
Well, ask her.
If she's going to like do something
Has
again,
the bet
or
been settled?
can I use my cyborg systems to talk to my ghost?
You don't even have to roll. If you sort of ask her, she'll say, "Oh no, we lost the bet. And we gained the most delightful pain sensation with that big, strong man punch."
Is she saying this through my lips? Can everyone hear her saying this?
Do you allow her to, like, reply?
Sure.
Then, yeah, you suddenly hear Reginald sort of saying all this. And it was so exquisitely painful in the part of your face that has nerve endings.
That is.
Wow, that sure is upsetting.
Yep.
Well, I think it's hot.
Medina will down her champagne.
I refill the champagne.
And I just say to everyone, now you all see what I'm dealing with inside this mainframe.
We gotta get off
Okay.
this train.
Perhaps we could like tie your hands behind your back or something for now.
I've got. Oh, I left my handcuffs at home.
Hey guys. Where's
Yes?
where's Zeke and Rawlings?
They were just here a second ago.
Yeah, they were just in here.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, it's a train. They can't go far. They either went that way or that way.
Okay, wait.
That's true.
Let's stay focused, though.
Are we finding an engineer or looking for them?
Yeah. So, Everett, do you want to see if we can call him?
Yeah.
Or wait a minute. Boxer, is there something about your voice that's special or something?
No, I'm not very good. People have told me they don't like my voice because it's like not as I sound like, I don't know. I'm not fancy.
Well,
I'm not a singer. I don't know how to sing.
no, not.
They say I have a tin ear, but I think it's more cauliflower ear.
No, just like if you were to get on the phone, would they recognize that you're? Oh,
They recognize that I'm what?
that you're a, you know.
Oh,
Special.
I don't think so. Just from my voice.
Everett.
Although one guy knew it when he saw me, so maybe I don't know.
Did a murder just happen in real time?
Everett is walking to the phone and picking it up. 'cause he's
Understood.
in the Conversation.
Reginald will reassure the boxer that he has a wonderful voice. That...
Yeah. Well, stay down.
Oh no! Can I get up? Just-
Oh, apparently, Preston just had a power outage.
oh,
Oh,
He's gonna get murdered.
No!
I'm gonna actually tell him everybody said when you disappeared. Everyone said.
Thought it was a murder.
A murder.
Has there been another murder? Oh no.
I was like, was this planned?
So hopefully, I hope I don't have one. So.
I want Reginald to defiantly get up when the boxer tells him to stay down.
The boxer will kind of like, just stay close to Medina, but he won't. He's not. He's having seen that you're possessed. He's like, but you are. There is no read persons are required. He will kill you. Like, even just to prevent, he wishes he could just kill you now, but yeah. But okay, so Everett, meanwhile, you've gone to the phone. You pick up the phone. A voice comes on the phone and says, "Transfer car."
Oh, you can speak. That's nice. You have vocal cords?
Who is this?
Everett Plantain.
Oh, are you a passenger?
Yes.
I'm sorry, this line is for crew only.
Oh, I have to tell you, there are no crew in our car. They've all been murdered.
Oh. We do apologize for that.
Who am I speaking to, please?
Oh, I'm
Sir?
just transfer.
Ma'am?
I'm transfer, yes.
Say? You are transfer?
I'm the transfer operator.
May I have your name for my records, please?
I suppose you may. My name is Matthias.
Oh, Matthias. What a beautiful name.
Well,
is it Dutch?
no.
Okay. What? You mouthing to me?
What?
Are you mouthing to me?
I'm so sorry, Passenger Plantain, but this line really is only for crew. But we will send.
Oh, I submitted an application to be the crew member of this car, and I need to speak to the engineer, please.
Oh, to the engineer. She is not available for. Wait, I'm sorry. You've put in an application to be the crew member of this specific car that you're in?
Felt like a volunteer because there's no bartender anymore and we need to drink.
There's a noise. There's a strange noise.
There's a strange noise in the bar. There are bees. There are bees in the bar.
Oh, I will send someone to handle the bees in the bar.
And there's an engineer in the bar. I need to speak to the engineer in the bar with the bees.
I understand. It appears that you have been overserved.
I have
will
not.
Have some
it's
coffee.
Anxiety.
I will have some coffee sent to the first class lounge.
Have you reviewed my application?
I don't believe you've sent one in.
Well, I will then. Malathion, what's your name?
Close enough, sir. Someone will be with you soon.
You
Please.
are so the bet. They hung up on me. Oh my god.
Everett, you could have just said, there's a strange sound. We think the wheels are falling off. We need an engineer.
Well,
Something.
no, clearly they know the wheels are not falling off. They're on the train too.
But you just told them, okay, but
I did a good job.
That would have been better than saying that you put in an application. How would that get the engineer to this
You
room?
did not hear what I heard.
Yeah.
I heard they said this
Yeah,
is
but I
only
heard
for
what
staff.
you said.
No, they said this is only for staff. So I said I am basically staff if I put in an application. So solve that problem.
Why did you mention bees?
Because you said there was a noise and the first thing I thought of was bees.
Why would that bring an engineer to this cabin?
Because they don't want bees on their train.
Why would
Who
an
wants
engineer?
bees on their train?
Okay.
It'll ruin the whole experience for the guests if they're trying to murder everybody.
Oh my gosh.
You don't want bees murdering everybody.
I'm interested to see what the boxer is.
Boxer's just staring at Reginald.
Does this make sense to you?
I haven't been paying attention, but stopping so I can just tell by your tone you're really laying into him.
Oh my gosh, if you tone police me one more time, I can't, I can't do anything.
What does
because
tone pleasing mean?
tone policing? It means you telling me that my tone is causing some thing to happen to somebody else when everybody is responsible for their own fucking emotions, okay?
All right.
So not ASMR?
Oh my god, what?
Wait, is there an Azamar here? They have some healing.
Yes.
Oh.
What?
What?
What are we talking about?
Does anybody
I don't know.
Does Everett does want to say, does the name, what was it,
Matthias.
Nice.
Does Malathion ring a bell?
I don't know,
Matthias?
Matthias. No.
Matthias.
Would I, since I've been here the longest?
You could make a roll an intellect roll. So just the top big number for intellect. Just roll that.
I got a 50.
50. You actually have heard some crew referring to Matthias or like saying like Matthias sent me, but like only to other crew. They're not saying it to people. So it does seem like there is some kind of, internal communications. Matthias is in charge of that.
I don't know anything super useful.
Yeah. The doors open from the front of the train. And into the room is a figure clad head to toe in thick canvas with a large net over its head. A beekeeping outfit. In one hand, and the door opens really slowly as they're like trying to push it open. In one hand, there is an old, super old-fashioned cartoon-looking cylinder with a canister at the bottom of it and some kind of push nozzle with a nozzle on the end, some kind of push handle at one end. In the other hand is an urn of very hot coffee that is spilling out as this individual is trying to open the door. But eventually the door is open.
Oh my god.
And having been sent for you is some hot coffee and someone to handle the bees.
Oh my, you are so prompt. This is such a nice experience.
This shuffling thing moving with an oddly stilted kind of motion, definitely not something you think is alive.
Okay.
You can, you can put coffee there.
Well, this is definitely not the engineer.
No, you know what? It wasn't bees. It was the panel to the phone that we used to call the crew that was rattling, and it sounded like bees, right, Everett?
It was static. I heard static. There are no bees. Do not poison us, please.
Goes to the phone and looks at it.
This is a staff member, right?
Yes, as far as you can tell. Although you can't see it either. There's just netting on the head.
I guess,
The clothing doesn't seem to fit well. It seems to be sort of baggy and loose and kind of, yeah.
could I ask this beekeeping, whatever person, excuse me, my good man. I seem to have damaged my faceplate, and I was wondering if there might be an engineer on board who could potentially help me with repairs.
Reginald. Excellent idea. Let's have this be a, this could be a charm. Top under will. Let's give
Damn
that a
right.
try.
I got a 52.
52.
Let's charm out that beekeeping suit.
Well, but before we do that, 52 is 13
Oh, wait.
times
Oh,
4.
shit. No.
Shit.
No. Fuck. All right.
Roll that beautiful beautiful D20.
I got a 9.
A 9.
Okay.
Wonderful. So, horror will not surge, but
You are back in my good graces.
Thank you, Medina. Reginald's doing his best.
Oh no, in Lauren. You are back
Okay.
in Lauren's good
Yeah, I was just saying, oh wow, Medina, that was easy. Or what happened?
with a 52, this individual sort of stands for a few moments and sort of listens to what you said, and then kind of nods and turns and sort of shuffles back over to the phone, which they'll sort of open up and take the phone off, and then there's some like real business of just like pressing the phone awkwardly against this like netted head, but eventually kind of nestles it in such a way and hits a button and says, you hear in this, I don't think any of you do, unless it's a thing that's been marked on a sheet, and I don't think any of you speak the Fantese language. I don't think that's a thing that Everett would have. Yeah, Everett would not. Everett or Medina would not have that. And Reginald, it's not a language of your area. So we'll say none of you can understand it. Oh, the boxer might. Hey, Lauren, roll a D13 for the boxer.
Oh, God. Why can't he just be a normal... 2.
Boxers doesn't fucking know what that is. Actually, I'm going to rephrase that. The boxer can speak it, but he just like won't recognize it right now. And in this very strange kind of like sort of just wicked hissing thing you guys hear coming from within this hood, which up to this point is comical and now begins to seem sort of menacing. Just this voice goes,
Lästig and sheriff. Mortig sikan stelle thunkon bees.
all of you, the hair on your arms stands on end.
Medina's gonna look at Everett and say, fucking bees?
Well, yeah, bees. It's like natural.
The beekeeper creature kind of hangs up the phone, picks up the coffee, kind of looks back and sees the bartender's body. We'll sort of reach back and pull out some coffee cups and set them down.
Thank you.
Kind of with a very shaky hand starts pouring coffee into the cups, really spilling it everywhere.
Is this Colombia?
Everett. No.
After a few moments, some cups of coffee have been poured. The beekeeper thing shuffles back behind the bar and picks up the body of the bartender and the head of the bartender. That smiling grin, and begins shuffling. So this thing of a beekeeper's like carrying another undead, also with a pump action poison thing, just shuffling back out of the cabin.
Well, I have to say they are prompt with their service. Like, imagine if we did have bees here, they would have taken care of them all. I wish they would have relocated them instead of poisoning them, though.
Yeah, okay. That being said, yes, they are very efficient. So if you would have said that something that an engineer had to check out was going wrong, they probably would have sent the engineer.
Well, luckily I believe I just was able to get the engineer to come here.
Do you know what the fuck he was saying?
No.
He said bees.
He did.
But with how prompt their service is, I suppose we'll find out soon.
Well, yeah. And apparently wherever the undead are from, there's no bees.
Well, here's the thing. We could probably just, like, walk there. Because, like, okay, if we're going that way, we should just go that way. Because that's the front of the train where the engineer is.
Okay, but maybe they're sending them here, and we don't know if they transport here. I used to go to a school where there was an elevator that took you down into this, like, purple place, and then you were, like, in a whole other world. So we don't, in other words, we don't know how these things travel.
Is she describing being high?
Yeah, I was thinking psychedelics. It's a college thing. They do a lot.
No. It was like a real thing, but it was like magic. You guys don't believe in magic, and you exist in this plane or whatever it is?
I think it's more like science.
There's no magic where I come from.
Okay, well, transporters, like Star Trek.
Oh no, we're not that advanced.
What?
You don't have oh, okay. Well,
I get the idea. We don't.
Ghost realms with.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Is just try and try again.
Allegedly, they're sending the engineer here, so let's see what happens.
Well, maybe we can meet him halfway.
Nope. Medina will sit down.
You might appreciate it. You didn't have to walk all this way. He's got a train to drive, right?
No, the conductor drives the train.
No, the conductor checks the tickets and makes sure everybody's okay.
Oh, you're right.
The engineer drives the train. I don't know who shovels the coal.
Wait, hold on. Did Medina just say somebody else was right? Holy smokes.
Well, we gotta balance the scales and help her feel powerful again.
No, I don't need to feel powerful. You were right. I was wrong. I can't admit that I'm wrong. I don't know why everybody thinks I'm depressed or can't be wrong or anything.
I don't think I've ever thought either of those things about you.
Thank you, Reginald. But you did try to kill me, so
I do apologize.
Yeah, you did.
I appreciate your apology.
The boxer, despite being very antagonistic to you right now, Medina, upon being reminded of that, once again steps between you and Reginald, kind of in like a loose stance. As these conversations carry on a bit, the doors towards the front of the train open once again. And stepping into the room is a very striking figure. She is wearing Medina, you kind of almost recognize the clothing. She's wearing this kind of like cap with a sort of like a train engineer cap. She's wearing a sort of cap of that thing, but it's made of leather and kind of like brown kind of like boiled leather. The hat sort of the sort of floppy part more of a almost like canvas or burlap material. She also is wearing she's wearing but it still has the striping that like an engineer hat has, you know. She's wearing what looks like overalls, also sort of leather from which like various like other sorts of, you know, tools and things hang. But the overalls are like unbuttoned on one side. Underneath, however, is a woman who appears to be like a living bundle of vines and plants. It's basically a very Swamp Thing-like vibe, but female. She's kind of all sort of, you know, like these various vines forming into this sort of very severe but feminine face. Go ahead.
I forget, has Medina met Sarah? I should know.
Medina never met Sarah. You guys pieced out before Sarah got there.
Okay. Oh, okay, so the definition of alive is very broad.
Very broad.
She sort of walks in, and she's bright green. There are like flowers growing in various places within her. But she kind of, as she sort of steps into the room, she kind of looks at you all.
Hi.
Are you the engineer?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
I keep the train running.
Oh, yes, you do. It's running nicely, too.
Yep.
Forgive the delay, although this diversion is lengthening it.
Do forgive us.
No, totally fine.
Lengthening what?
The delay.
She kind of begins to move towards Reginald and says,
You wish to have your engine repaired.
and she sort of moves in her hands, like each finger is kind of, you know, a bundle of tendrils. The more you look at her, the more she almost seems kind of in that sort of Green Man way to her form is sort of like, if you've ever seen a skinless body, like a musculature chart. She seems to just be that, but like vine instead of muscle and plant. And there are some, like, you know, pops of moss and things, but she kind of moves very sort of over to Reginald.
Yes, I was just wondering if you possibly had any materials so I could repair my face. I quite like your vines. Very
Very well.
She just kind of puts her hands against Reginald's face, and you guys watch as the vines begin to like sort of spread out and kind of start stretching his skin back in place. And then other vines begin sort of coming out further up of her arm of different sort of colors and textures. And she begins just kind of like working very carefully on Reginald's face.
Did it work? Am I fixed? My face at least?
For now, it's in process if Medina or Everett wish to say something at the moment.
What do you do for fun, engineer? Anything else but trains?
Okay.
I am an avid gardener when I find the time.
Oh my gosh, how did you get into trains? How did you get here?
I'm very good at... You do not have an engine, but I think this is close enough.
She'll sort of pull back, and Reginald's face does now, like the skin seems to have been kind of like stitched back together in places.
Oh, quite thank you. Quite good, quite good. It'll do for now.
You're very good at... You didn't finish your sentence.
Engines.
Oh.
Machinery.
And where are we going, by the way? Where's this train taking us?
How long until the next stop? Will we get there before 6?
Hopefully, we will resume service soon.
The train still hasn't started moving after it stopped. You guys have still been sitting here since you kind of came to a dead stop during the seance.
We will move soon. This is delaying our journey resuming. Why do you want to talk to me?
Because you're like the only one with like kind of vocal cords and a mouth, except for the person on the phone there, Malathion.
Matthias. Many of our crew have vocal cords and mouths.
Oh. We're just wondering about the murders and everything. Like, are we going to be okay here? We don't want to get murdered.
That is not my department. Speak to the conductor.
He's dead.
True. But he was dead when we hired him.
No, he's
He died again.
out of commission.
I don't really see the difference.
He is no longer able to communicate in any fashion whatsoever.
I am not in charge of passenger activities.
Okay, so murder is just an activity.
We believe these murders were not part of the planned activities.
Yeah, what happens if a passenger gets murdered?
Not my department.
Who's your manager?
I report directly to Director Vertebral.
Wait, why did we specifically need a live person?
Lauren, you said
I think
that
this was
2
your
sections
idea.
ago. It was your idea. You were like, I want to talk to a living person. And everybody said, why? And you were like, I wonder. The box was like, what's the point? And you were like, we need a living person.
Reason.
I have never known why you were desperate for a living creature.
Like, oh my god, I thought there was like a secret thing that I was trying to unlock.
Because like I was about to say, like, well, Medina asked this person what you want.
God.
It
Okay,
is interesting.
I mean,
fine.
you've now met the engineer in a weird context, so it's great.
The way that you present things sometimes, I'm like, oh, I've unlocked an idea that's going to give me answers.
Sure.
God damn it. Okay.
I mean, this is a living entity, and the rest are not.
Oh, okay.
I did want to ask, is Captain Vertebrae on the train today?
Yes. Director Vertebral is aboard.
Does Director Vertebrae have time to talk to us just so we would like to understand all of the amenities that this train has to offer, because
where can we find him on the train?
Just to recap, Director Vertebral is that skeleton who spoke with you guys last week, who came in when the conductor was killed. If you'd like to speak to Director Vertebral, please, you can definitely make that request. But if that's not a person you've never met, just for the record.
Well, I don't remember. I'm not good with names. I prefer faces. And I'll never forget yours. It has flowers on it. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have friends?
Your face is meat.
It is.
Not consumable.
Well, I mean, we're really all meat, aren't we?
Okay.
Well, I'm part engine.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, Reginald.
Medina's pulling Everett toward her. Thank you so much for your help. Gotten so many answers to many things. We would like to get going, so we don't want to delay you anymore. Thank you so much for talking to us and for resolving our issues.
I don't think your issues are resolved, Medina.
Everett,
I'm sorry. I call it like it is.
not the time.
That's how I was raised.
Okay, well,
I see.
I need to
You have to
talk
practice speaking to a lady, Everett. You don't just say things like that.
Thank you.
The boxer will sort of say, as you're saying, and say, "Excuse me, green lady, ma'am. What is our next stop?"
And she sort of turns back and says, Merkshire Station. We are behind schedule.
I'm gonna amend that slightly. She said Merc Station, not Merkshire Station. Forgiveness.
Well, Medina knows.
Yeah,
about
you know of Merkshire. Yeah, you know it's a setting here.
What, sorry. What was the last station we were at? What was that
The
called?
voluptuous?
It was Voluptuous Station.
Oh, so full-on voluptuous station.
Yeah.
Oh, full-on voluptuous station.
Not for me. It wasn't full on.
Okay, I said
You wouldn't have had to if I had
would've
just
had
had
to
you an
watch.
eye shot and I'd been getting something done to me, you wouldn't even had to watch. As long as you were there, it would have been
I
fine.
shot you getting railed by a bunch of people is not in my plans ever.
Even just like a handy
Not-
would have been fine. Whatever. I don't care.
Okay, well, I don't want to be an eye shot.
I don't really want you to be
Shot.
there either, but I'm saying you could have done me a solid. And if I'd vetted whoever was going to do one to you, we would have it would have been fine.
God, no. Okay,
We could have both high-fived at the end.
no.
Like bros. Yeah, I know you love me, my bro. It's
hell?
fine.
Anyway, Merc Station. Do you know about it? Because there's a place that sounds really similar that I know about called Merkshire.
Yeah, Merc is like the biggest city in Merkshire is what it's named for. I will say that she has left at this point. The engineer has kind of walked out.
You know who knows a lot about that? Rawlings.
Did he
Oh.
invent the Merkin?
Well,
What? Did you just ask if he invented the Merkin?
You
Well,
know
yeah.
what a Merkin is?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she says to the boxer.
Yeah, I know what a Merkin is.
Of course, Everett does. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
some places they really use them a lot.
I just never know what you guys know.
I
about.
suppose Reginald's just completely confused. Like, what are you guys even talking about?
Okay. So, yeah. Rawlings is from there.
Yeah, but except Rawlings has disappeared. I hope he's not dead again. Oh, but he and Zeke used to both be
Well,
dead.
we
I
can
did learn
figure
that.
out where he is next time.
All right, so
Or-
should we find him?
Later.
Well, yeah. I'm bored of this place. Let's go.
Damn. All right. Okay, cool.
I wonder if the decor is the same on the other cars.
I don't know. I mean, we've been on this car. We've been to the dining car, which is that one, and then there's like the route. The cabins are up this way.
Are there there any themes of note, or does it seem to be consistent?
It seems pretty consistent. I mean, it's all designed to be kind of like a fancy sort of, you haven't seen like themed cars or anything. So, do you want to go? If you guys are going to go looking for them. I also will say that because we lost Jeremy, and because now it's like there's 2 other people lost, this feels a bit early, but we might just call it a night here.
Yeah.
Given that we've lost I didn't want to say that he was also disappeared, because in case he like popped right back on.
Yeah.
But I know this is a bit this is barely like we're a little over an hour of actual play tonight, but I think we're probably going to I think we might call it a night here. Just because this seems like a good moment to do so.
Can I roll a D13?
Why?
Wait, have you gotten? Yeah, you didn't really get to roll.
Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yes,
I'm
actually,
forcing you. If you
actually,
get to 13.
please roll a d13. That's a great idea. I have
Please.
This can be relevant. Yes, please roll a d13.
Please get 13.
It's on the half. I have to do it again. It fell on a thing. It's between a 13 and a 9 right now.
We should just give it to him.
I
Give it
don't
13.
wanna
Mostly a
have
13,
this.
but no, I got to do it again. It's not a full.
Oh shoot! If it was between a 13 and a 9, actually, you really won a 9 because it's.
Still on the half.
What do you mean it's on the half?
It's fucking 13, baby.
You
So-
rolled a
I
13.
had it on like
Is
a thing.
anyone
and
in
it
the
fell
chat
into
a
a group.
lawyer?
You rolled a 13. All right.
See that? The red in the corner?
I see the 13 sticking up. All right. Well, can you please roll it again?
Absolutely.
Now's when you really don't want to roll a 13.
That's a 3.
Okay. So no Dreadstorm. But guys, you charged ahead on this thing today. We started it we got 4 of them today.
Mad at everyone. Except for myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Usually I roll a bunch.
Yeah, you didn't roll any today.
I know, surprisingly.
It was
Usually I'm
3
the one.
Moses,
And I
1.
hate them the most.
All right. So, as you as you guys are sort of gonna turn that way, Everett, you hear a voice in your head saying, "Everett, what is happening on the train? I want to know."
There are murders. There are bartenders here who can't talk, but they can make a darn good drink. We're going to a place called Merkin. There is a dispatcher named Malathion, and then there is an engineer with plants on her head. There we did a seance, and then there was a robot that has a ghost inside of it, and then they one of them punched Medina, and then but they felt bad about it. And then there's the boxer and Medina. They have a relationship, but they don't want anybody to know. And we're stopped on the train right now, currently, because I'm not quite sure. I haven't been paying a lot of attention, but I talked on the phone and I told them there were bees. And then they came really promptly with a beekeeper. They have really good. I highly recommend you take this train, master, eventually at some point in your domination of the world. But I'm having a good time, and I made friends.
When I ask you what is happening, I want you to say less when you reply.
What was the most standout part for you, so I can learn for next time?
Nothing you have said is of interest to me. I am interested in something else. It would appear that one called Etienne Rene has left with his wife, who is my rightful property as a vampire, and with something of great importance to me. Have you heard any talk of Etienne Rene?
Has Everett heard any talk?
So this is interesting. Everett, you have. Whether or not Everett would be, like...
He's not good with names.
I'm going to say that, so I was having the 13 mean something else, but I'm going to retroactively have your bad luck 13 mean something else entirely. Everett, it is your belief, you do know Etienne was said. You are pretty sure that either Zeke or Rawlings is Etienne.
Oh, yeah, yes, he is actually on the train
He
right
is
now.
aboard the train where you are.
Yes, I believe
Everett,
so.
do not get off the train. Do not allow him to get off the train. I shall come to you. And when I have dealt with him, I will reward you with a release and pleasure, the likes of which you have never known.
Oh, even better than that one time? Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Everett, that one time will be a distant memory.
I cannot wait. I will not let them get off. I will not get off this train. I will not let them get off this train. I will not let this train get off this train.
Yes. Wait, where is the train? Where is it going?
We're going to Merkin next.
Merkin. I believe you mean Merkshire. Is this correct?
Yes.
Then I shall find you in Merk, and I shall see the end of my enemy, and you will be rewarded with a tantric, slow, edging release. It will last so long you will beg me to either allow you to finish or to die.
Oh, Master Dracula, I so look forward to this. I will do as you say. I will just, I am yours.
I know you are. And what I like most about you, Everett, is that you know what you are.
And with that, we will end tonight's session.
And Everett's just giggling to himself in front of everybody else.
Yeah, you guys, so basically there's this moment of everyone being like, let's go find them. We go this way or this way, and Everett just is like, oh.
Oh my god, I was dying laughing and coughing. Oh god.
Oh, that was great.
What I just wrote down is Dracula will come and then maybe Everett will. So with that, we will end tonight's session. I know it was a bit shorter of one, but please indulge us because we lost an additional player and we're kind of at a moment. And we did have some. There was some tense beats and some momentous things, and you met some people like a beekeeper clad person and Reginald. Yeah, so clearly that was the horror surge. There was the ghost took over and nearly killed Medina. Yeah. And of course, Reginald took Reginald is nearly half reduced in power. So you're certainly
well, Medina is more reduced. So
that's true. Yeah,
I would like to take a rest.
Well, you could take a rest, but if you're gonna look for your friends and figure out what's happening before Merkshire, you might not be able to yet. But the boxer will keep you safe. He's done so far. But you're so mean to him.
I'm not mean. Actually, Sophia pointed out that there was a scene that pointed out that Medina treats everyone that way.
Yep, that is definitely the way to justify it.
And she's not mean. She's abrasive, but she's not mean.
Irritable. She's depressed.
She's not depressed.
She's got moxie.
She's cruel. She's not mean. She's
not cruel.
She's not cruel. That's true.
She's a go-getter.
She's very East Coast.
She's got a lot going on.
Yes.
It's kind of my opinion. She reminds me of cousins from New England.
Strung. She's got a ghost trying to kill her.
That's true. She really does. And the boxer is a cool guy, but she and the boxer are not the same speed. They are not. And
she has absolutely tried to give an olive branch, and he hasn't picked it up.
I think it's because.
And then he pisses her off again, and she gets irritated.
It's like every time he thinks you're offering an olive branch, he's just remembering the mean thing you previously said, so he assumes it's like an insult.
She doesn't even say mean things. She just says things that are accurate.
It's just her tone, so everything seems mean.
It is true.
Yeah.
It's just a blunt tone.
Oh my god, I like what he was telling. I like that he was saying that you should smile more, which was very sexist, but what I really liked is what he said, never mind, please stop. Oh,
she flipped.
well, guys, that was great. And now Everett, Dracula's coming. That's exactly what y'all want.
Everett and
then Everett's going to be
Dracula
coming.
is my favorite couple.
Oh, God. Well, there might be trouble in paradise here because Everett has brought Dracula to a place that Etienne is not. But we'll see how it goes. So
Rawlings is going to be in
I'm
for
excited.
a world of hurt.
Oh boy, everybody! Oh God, Rawlings and we are Rawlings and Zeke anyway. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. This was a great deal of fun. We hope you enjoy this. We kind of got a lot of games on this channel, and we are in a transitional period. So, on Sunday, I believe we will have a Strange Lore game.
Yes.
I'm gonna put it at a 90% likelihood that there will be a game.
I mean, I will be there.
You'll be there, and there's another conflict element that I'll talk to you. Well, we don't need to talk about this now, but I'm 90%, not 99. I'm 90% sure we'll have a game on Sunday night. Monday we will have a game of Theme Party, our Lego adventure. Yes.
Can I just say I am going to put the schedule in the chat. The times are correct. The
Games are
names of the shows are subject to change.
Yeah. So Sunday we should have a Strange Lore, possibility we won't. Monday we will have a Theme Party. Wednesday, starting this Wednesday, and this is fully open-ended for the foreseeable future, it will be Top Flight Tales. We will have varying Top Flight games moving forward on Wednesdays, just going to a variety of time period, a variety of series that are all there together as an anthology. We might see Top Flight West doing their thing. We might see some more of Meridian's adventure, where chat gets to influence what she's doing. And we might even be going to the future to see how some characters who wound up there might be interfacing with heroes of a neon-tinted Batman Beyond, Spider-Man 2099 inspired. The idea is that that's a series that would have definitely started in like 1993 or 1994. Oh, that was so cool. So please join us for that. We then will have another game of this next Friday. And then the following Monday, we will kick it off with our new Monday game, which I'm very excited about, our follow-up to Lost Lore Academia with a very different vibe. People have been telling me what their characters are in that so far. And it's excited. I think we have maybe 3 people are confirmed what their characters are, and the others are still circling options. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Maybe we'll tease what those are ahead of time, or maybe we'll just reveal them all in the first game. But it's gonna be great. So yeah, please watch all that with us. Go to our Discord to communicate. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes, and go to our wiki, which I know they are adding even more series to, which is very cool. So check that out. Do we have anyone to thank in chat for tonight?
We do. We actually we had a first comment.
A first comment
by Lady TBD, who just followed yesterday. So thank you for commenting. It's so fun because you get the little box around people that first comment. I know it takes courage to do it sometimes. So
and the lady is on Team Medina. I would just like to say.
Wait, what's the opposite? Who's not Team Medina?
Yeah, that's right. Who's not Team Medina?
Hashtag Team Jason.
No.
Was that the ghost?
Yes.
It's the cruel ghost. Well, great. Well, yeah, welcome and thank you. And thanks everyone for just being in chat and having fun. This was fun stuff. Also please follow everyone's socials. They do cool stuff on their various social medias. Would anyone like to plug their social media specifically?
I'm going to plug mine, because here's the thing. You like trees? You like little things? Follow Zane's trees.
You like little trees?
You like little trees? That's right. Did you hear that?
Bonsai, guys.
Yeah.
At Zane's Trees on Instagram and TikTok.
I did it. I feel like I did it really good. Like,
okay.
It had a little bit of mystery about it, but it's fine.
But you have to say your name.
I did. I think I did.
You didn't.
It's also just.
I think you did. Maybe.
I think I did. Yeah.
Oh. I play games on my Twitch channel, Scary Games, and last time it was a treat because one of the developers of the games that I was playing joined in the chat.
Wow.
Except they were mean, and I was trying to hide from a monster, and they were like, "Hey, press T." Because, like, you can't make sounds, like, me speaking, you can't make sounds, or, like, my character can't make sounds. And he was like, try pressing T. And I was like, oh, he's giving me an exclusive, like, way to hide. No, it made my character whistle, and then I died. So rude.
Pretty cool. It's very cool.
But it was really funny. So join me on my channel, The Rose Explodes. I play Scary Games on Thursdays at 7:30 Pacific, but I'm probably going to pop in every now and then intermittently throughout the week, depending on if I have makeup on that day. That's it.
You don't... God, I shouldn't even... hold on. I'm gonna do it, but I'm flagging this as, like, rude jokes. Wait, you don't wear makeup every day?
Philip?
Zane, are you...
Next time I see you, it's on site.
Zane,
okay?
Zane, is everything okay? Like, is she...
Is everything okay?
Like,
It's only the days when I'm away.
Oh, I see. I almost can't fault her for not putting makeup on if you're not there.
Yeah. I'm with my other family during that.
My God!
That's pretty good. Guys, these are mean
I'm
jokes.
kidding. She's
I
beautiful,
think
no matter
Moses
what.
is going to pitch
Oh.
something.
Yeah. I stream Super Smash Brothers Melee on my channel.
Nice.
When did you start that?
Like a few months ago, I guess.
Melee. How are you playing Melee?
I play online, so I use Slippy. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
playing ranked matches online. So
Is
if you
that-
want
that-
to join,
Is that a fully online game, or are you playing on a console that you've somehow...
oh no, it's fully online.
Okay,
so
interesting. They just ported it onto there, basically.
oh yeah, if you wanna
That's cool.
play, just look up Slippy, Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's free.
Very cool.
So if you just want to play, and I play Samus, and I don't get mad, but you'll see it flash across my face every now and then.
I get mad openly.
Moses, do you dance while you're playing?
No, but I do push-ups in between each match.
Nice.
Nice.
Gotta keep the blood flowing.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
he does, Brenninger did say, and he dances. Yes, he does.
There you go.
On his TikTok. Wait, what is your new TikTok?
It's that dude, Moses.
That dude Moses.
And what is your you're here? What is?
Oh,
what
my
is your
Twitch is that dancer, Moses.
that dancer Moses. Cool. Oh yeah, say hello in chat so they see you. I think you are. Oh look, people are atting you anyway. There we go. Cool. Yeah. So follow that dancer Moses. All right. Well, very good. Well, we all. I tell you what. Let's make this. Let me shift how rule this was. All of us need to do a better job of wearing makeup when we're on stream. How about
I'll wear
I
makeup
that?
next time.
Each one of us
Okay.
needs to do a better job of that because we're all slacking.
I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
My eyes are good. My eyes are gonna pop
I look
next
beautiful
stream.
and amazing.
Smoky eye. I give yourself a smoky eye. I like
I'm
the
gonna
idea
do a
of just,
bold lip.
or just like I just want like a butterfly face paint, like I was at a fair, like a tiger whiskers.
Or do like a Spider-Man, but like the just on your forehead.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh man. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's game. This was a fun one. I have heard that Jeremy still has no power, so
Uh-oh.
poor Jeremy. But we will see you all next time. Until then, have a dreadful night.